Welcome my dear students. Today we are going to be learning the concept of ISDN. Let us see what is an ISDN. It stands for Integrated Service Digital Network. ISDN stands for Integrated Service Digital Network and is more common in business and commercial use. Then why we are using this ISDN? It is more for your business and commercial uses. Okay, it was the first high-speed alternative to regular analog telephone modems. So by using this ISDN, it is a high-speed alternative of our telephone modems. So instead of telephone modems, we can go for an ISDN. It give high speed connectivity. Okay, and it supports a good connectivity medium. And now ISDN involves the digitization of a telephone network so that voice, graphics, text and other data can be provided to user from a single terminal over existing telephone wire. So by using the telephone lines, we can provide a good digitalization of a telephone network. So then what do you mean by digitalization of a telephone network? In the digitalization of a telephone network, we can hear without a digitization of a telephone network, we can hear only the voice. We are unable to see graphics. Graphics means videos. Okay, so text means messages. Nowadays we are using various kinds of apps, WhatsApp, Facebook, Hike and so on. All these are the graphics based text, right? So all these are available because of this ISDN. This ISDN is the digitization of your telephone network and it consists of a good voice. We are not having any voice disturbance, and even though we are having graphics means either audio, video or your photos. Okay, and text and other data can be provided to users. These kinds of data will be provided to the users from a single terminal over existing telephone wires. So all these are possible because of this ISDN. So it will transmitted over the same telephone wires. Okay, digital connection have fewer errors in transmission, which means the speed of downloading graphics, web pages, sounds and so on is increased to 4 times faster than with dial-up modems. Even though your digital connections have fewer error in transmissions, such as the speed of downloading the images or audios, videos and your web pages, sounds, even though if it is at a lower speed, it is more better than, as it has increased as 4 times faster, 4 times faster than your dial-up modems. Okay, so dial-up modems is very less transmission of your data, as well as it takes more time for downloading your graphics and to connections and so on. But this digital connection replaced that dial-up modems. Okay, and next one is cable modem. Let us see what is a cable modem. A cable modem connects the user to the internet through a cable television line. So if you are using the cable modem, by using this modem, it is a device we can use to connect the internet through a television cable lines. So nowadays we are seeing the smart TVs. Then what do you mean by smart TV? So in the smart TV only we can able to access internet. So it is possible through of these cable modems. Nowadays many cable companies offers internet along with television accessibilities. So if you observe here, nowadays many cable companies offer internet along with television accessibilities. Right. For example, Geo Fiber. By using this Geo Fiber cables, we can access a TV, or we can access our computers, we can access our laptop and everything, right? Because of that cable line, you can access your internet. Okay, a cable modem will typically have two connections, one to the television outlet and to the other to the computer. If you observe this cable modem, it is typically consists of two connections. The one connection is used for the televisions and another can be used for your computers, right? Cable modems not only provide a faster internet access, so here it is given 10 to 100 times as fast as the dial-up modems, but interactivity to the television also. If you observe this cable modems, it is not only provide the high speed internet access, but also it provides interactivity. So through your televisions also it consists of interactions, okay, interactivities. Now laser lines, let us see what is a laser lines. This facility provides reliable high speed internet access. By using this laser lines, it provides reliable means trusty high speed internet access ranging from 2.4 kbps to 45 mbps. So by using these laser lines, it provides high speed internet access with the range of 2.4 kbps to 45 mbps. These you can able to identify in your mobile towers. If you have set that options, you can see the speed of your internet, right? So here it is varying. So these laser lines provide 2.4 kbps to 45 mbps speed of data transmission. Okay, a laser line connection is an affordable way to link two or more sites for a fixed monthly charges. If you are using this laser line connection, it is affordable way to link two or more sites. It is going to be linking two or more sites for a fixed monthly charges. So it is consist of monthly charges. It is just like as an your TV recharge. Okay, usually laser lines facility can be provided through fiber optics or copper lines. So then how it is a laser line facility will be provided? These will be provided through fiber optics. So it is one of a kind of a material, or copper lines. Copper lines means copper wire lines, cables. Okay, laser lines service provides a consistent amount of bandwidth and is an excellent way to provide data, voice and video links between sites. If you are using these laser line services, it provides a consistent amount of bandwidth. So consistent amount means nowadays you are using one plan, right? If you are using various kinds of sims, you are using one plan. Per day it will provide this much of a bandwidth only, right? Yes. So that much of a GB can be you can accessible. That GB with consistent network. That GB with consistent network, not as in a varying up and down, up and down, up and down is not possible. It consisting of constant amount of bandwidth, and is an excellent way to provide for your data as well as voice and video links between the sites. Okay, next our concept is DSL. DSL stands for digital subscriber line services. Okay, digital subscriber line services is provided through an existing telephone line, but it works differently than regular analog modem dial-up access. If you are using digital subscriber line service, it is also provided through your telephone line, but it works differently than your regular analog dial-up connections. Okay, so it works different than your dial-up model connections. DSL operate over normal telephone lines and it can be used simultaneously with the telephone. This DSL operate normally with your telephone lines and it can be used to simultaneously with telephones. So by using your telephone simultaneously you can speak and you can do any work. Okay, it means you can transmit any kind of data, you can transfer any kind of data. DSL can increase the connection speed as much as tenfold from a stand-up dial-up model. So by using this DSL, it can increase the connection speed. Okay, it can increase the connection speed. How many times? It can be increased by tenfold from a standard dial-up connection. From your standard dial-up modem, instead of that it will give 10 times better. Tenfold from means 10 times better connection speed, connectivity speeds. Okay, so that is why we have to supposed to use DSLs. And next one is broadband. Nowadays we are familiar, we are hearing this broadband. This type of access is good for remote locations. So why we are going for broadband connections? This type of access is good for remote locations whereas ISDN, cable or DSL are not available. So this broadband connection is very much essential for the remote location where we are unable to access integrated service, digital networks as well as the cable modems or DSL. Okay, digital serial network, laser lines, digital subscriber lines, okay, are not available. In that place we have to supposed to be use these broadband connections. It gives a decent download speed, but to upload data the user still needs a regular analog modem to dial in through a telephone line. So by using this broadband connection, it gives a decent download speed as well as uploading the data. Also the user still needs a regular analog modem. Even if you are using this broadband connection, it must require a regular modem to dial in through a via means through our telephone lines. So this broadband connection is possible because of these telephone line connections. Okay, satellite connections can be either a two-way service or a one-way service. Here if you see the satellite connections, so as we the broadband suggested for the remote location, in the remote location it doesn't consist of ISDN cable or DSLs. At that location it can be work, so it means automatically it can be used the satellite connection. That satellite connection can be either a two-way service or a one-way service. Maybe it is a two-way service or one-way service. In the case of two-way satellite service, the data are transmitted through satellite to a dish antenna at the user's house. So if you are using these broadband connections, it is using a two-way satellite service or single-way satellite service. If the two-way satellite service means data is transmitted via satellite to dish antenna. So it is just like as a dish appear in your house. Okay, antenna user's house. In one-way system, the user needs a conventional modem and a telephone links to an ISP. If you are using the one-way system means then user need a conventional modem. A hardware device is required and a telephone link to the ISP. Internet service provider is required for these one-way systems. Okay. Satellite connection is expensive, but sometimes is the only fast option for people who are beyond the service area of cable and DSL providers. Even if you are using the two-way satellite service means satellite connections are very expensive, but it gives a fast option for the people who are beyond the service area of cable and DSL providers. Okay, but it will be give very fast access behind this cable as well as the DSL providers. So here we are seeing your computer system. It consists of an external modem. It is also consists of a internet service providers. So through this we are connecting to the internet. It here you please observe here a TCP/IP. It is a transmission control protocol as well as internet protocol is required, and a browser is also a required. Browser is your Google Chrome or Mozilla Firefox, such browsers, and dial-up softwares. So here some of our dial-up softwares are required for enable the computer to connect in a network. Okay, so these are the essential devices. By using these devices we are connecting our computer system in a network. Let us see internet software. To connect to the internet, a computer requires mainly three different kinds of softwares. So let us see what are the internet softwares. Okay, if you want to connect the internet, a computer requires mainly three kinds of softwares. What are the three kinds of softwares? First one is TCP/IP, transmission control protocol bar internet protocol, and next one is dialer software, and third one is browser. Let us discuss them briefly. Okay, let us see what is the TCP/IP. TCP/IP or transmission control protocol or internet protocol. So what is the expansion of TCP/IP? Transmission control protocol or internet protocol is the basic communication protocol of the internet. So it is a rule. By using this communication protocol, please observe here, communication means it communicates. Okay, it is the basic communication protocol of the internet. So if your system want to connect in the internet means it must use this TCP/IP protocol. This software must be work. It allows programs on user computer to communicate over the internet. By using these programs, user computer to communicate over the network, our system or our mobiles. Whenever you turn on your data pack or data symbol, means your system is getting into connect to the internet. So it is possible because of this TCP IP protocols. Okay, usually when you are set up with direct access to the internet, your computer is provided with a copy of the TCP IP. When you are set up with the direct access to the internet, your computer is provided with the copy of TCP IP. Okay, so whenever you press the data symbol in your smartphone, automatically if you turn on that data symbol, means automatically TCP IP protocol is getting ready, access of your internet. Okay, similarly every other computer that you may send messages to or get information from also as a copy of TCP IP. Suppose if you are sending a messages or sending your data, or you are sending your videos, audios, whatever it may be, it consists of the information of a copy of TCP IP protocol in that messages. Okay, next software is a dialer software. Let us see. This software is provided by the ISP. So who is providing this dialer software? Internet service provider. Okay, to instruct the modem to dial the telephone numbers and to identify the user's machine to access the provider system for access to the network. By using this software, what we can able to do, it instruct the modem to dial the telephone number and to identify the user machine to access provider system for access to the network. So by using this dialer software, it dials the telephone number to identify your computer in a your machine in a network. Okay, so all these are possible because of this dialer software. But we are not seeing all this dialer software. It has been integrated in your data app. Okay, whenever you turn on a data app, all this dialer software is internally it is dialing up and connecting your system in a network. And next one is the browser. To use the internet, a web browser is essential, which allows the user to view the information available on www. So if you want to access information in the internet, then we must require some browser software. So you are having Google Chrome software, or all these are the browsers. By using these browsers, we can view the information available on www. Nowadays these browsers are also appearing in your smartphone as an app. Okay, these are appearing as an apps. Got it? So that app is nothing but a software. By using that software only, we can access the information available in your www. Next, internet applications. Today, the internet has grown from small network to the biggest network of computers. As we know, computers has been grown from small computer to large computer through the internet. Due to this colossal growth, the internet has become the biggest domain of information. So due to this rapid growth, one of our main source of internet is information, domain information. Domain means website information. As we know, what is this domain information? Some of the important services provided by the internet are, let us see what are the important services are provided by the internet. Okay, if you see here, your internet is provides email, or through internet telephony or video conferencing is possible, right? Video video chats are possible. Got it? And news groups, we can establish your news groups. We can commerce through internet. Commerce means e-commerce, as we are connecting to various apps, Amazon, Flipkart and so on. All these are the e-commerce. It is also possible because of this internet. And it does also consist of a file transfer protocol, mailing list, telnet, and IRC, chatting and instant messaging. So all these are the internet applications. We will see one after another. Okay, yes, we will continue this internet application in the next class.